So you've got this amazing idea for an online business, right? You're all set to take on the world with your laptop. But wait, there's this tiny, super important step that you cannot skip. It's like the secret sauce for making your business legit. It's called an EIN, or Employer Identification Number. Now, I know it sounds fancy, but it's just a special number that tells the world, hey, I mean business. I'm in business. And guess what? Getting it is easier than you might think. Stick with me, and I'm going to walk you through how to get your hands on this magic number. No jargon, no boring lectures, just me and you, and the path straight forward to your business dreams becoming reality. So, are you ready to make it official? Are you ready to make your business legit? Okay, let's jump right in and make it happen. But before we get started, please don't forget to smash that like, subscribe, and bell icon so that you can catch more awesome content like this from me, your business mentor, and you'll catch that every time. Okay, so what is this strange little number, this EIN number? An employer identification number is also known as your federal tax ID number for your business. It's that 9-digit number, it's got like two numbers and then a dash and another set of numbers that you're going to need to operate your business within the United States. It's primarily used for tax purposes. It's like how your Social Security number works for yourself, for individuals. It's used for various tax documents and filings, and it makes it easier for the IRS to identify businesses and track their tax obligations. You're going to need to get this number if you're going to have employees. That's why it's called an employer identification number. Although it is also used for businesses without employees, we'll talk about that in a moment. An EIN number is required for most business types, including corporations, partnerships, LLCs, the limited liability corps. Even sole proprietors may need an EIN number if they're going to hire employees or if they need to meet other certain conditions like getting a bank account. We'll talk about that here next. So, as I mentioned, businesses often need this EIN number for a bank account so that they can open the bank account in the business name. Also, it's used when businesses need to apply for credit and secure other financing. Banks and financial institutions use this EIN number to track and report business transactions as required by law. And this EIN number is reported to Dun & Bradstreet, which is the credit rating agency for most businesses. Now, for the sole proprietorship and some other types of businesses, using the EIN number instead of your personal Social Security number is going to provide a layer of privacy and protection in your business dealings. It's much better to have the EIN number when doing business than to provide your Social Security number, because if something goes wrong in the business, you don't want it to show up on your personal credit ratings and so forth. Now, once an EIN number is issued to a business, it becomes the permanent federal taxpayer identification number for that business. It doesn't expire and typically does not need to be reissued. Now, I want to provide a strong emphasis on this next bit of commentary here. Please pay attention to what I'm about to say. Please be aware of websites on the internet that say that they can set up your EIN number. They're going to charge you for this, and it is a free service. You do not need to pay anyone to set up your EIN number. You can apply for it online at IRS.gov. If the web address does not say IRS.gov, then they're going to charge you for it. Now, I'm providing a link below this video for that particular part of the IRS.gov. Now, it was active at the time that I recorded this video in November of 2023. Remember, this is a free service offered by the Internal Revenue Service. you can get your EIN number immediately if you go through the steps in their website. Now, you may need to check with your state to make sure your state doesn't need a state number or a charter, and I've provided a link for that as well below. Now, let's go ahead and walk through the easy steps for getting your EIN number. I am going to go ahead and share my screen and simply go to your web browser and type in EIN number IRS. That's all you need. Now, I want to give you some examples here. You will notice irs.taxid./us or -us.com sponsored. They're probably going to charge you for this. Again, sponsored, irs.usa. You have to be careful with these web addresses. They are designed to make you think that is the authority. You need to go to IRS.gov. Now here, this is the link that I will provide below. This is where you apply for your employer identification number. Let's go ahead and go there. Now, obviously, you're going to need to walk through this. I know that dealing with the IRS can be scary for some people, but I assure you that this is probably one of the most easy processes that you can go through in dealing with the federal government for almost anything. Now, obviously, you need to determine your eligibility. You're going to want to read through this carefully. In my mind, this is plain language, but basically, you are applying for an EIN number if you're the principal business owner. What does that mean? You are the business owner. You're the main business owner, and this business is located in the U.S. or U.S. territories. U.S. territories would be like Guam and Puerto Rico and the like. The person applying for this must have a valid tax identification number, which normally is your Social Security number. And you are going to be limited to one EIN per responsible party per day. This means if you need to set up multiple EINs for multiple businesses, you can only do one a day, okay? Now, the responsible party is the person that ultimately owns the business, controls the business, and is going to exercise the control over the business and so forth. Now, let's talk about the online application. You must complete this application all in one session. You can't just save it and walk away and go make dinner or deal with kids, whatever, and come back. You have to do this in one setting. And your session does expire in like 15 minutes, so you need to make sure that you do that. Now, to submit your application, we're going to go through that in a moment. I do want to make one comment about up here where it says that the principal business is located in the United States or U.S. territory. There are scam and scam artists out there that will try to get you to set up a business for them in the U.S. Now, what happens here is they're looking for someone with a valid Social Security number to set up a business in the U.S., which puts you on the hook for their business. You don't want to do this, okay? So please keep in mind that this is for your use, for your business, and your responsibility for starting this business through this EIN. Okay, let's go ahead and apply online. Again, these links will be below this video. I am not going to walk through this entire process, but I'm just going to give you an example of what it's going to look like. You're going to, again, read through all of this just so that you are informed, and this may update over time, so don't take for granted what's on the screen right now because this may change. But as of the recording of this in November of 2023, this is what the screen looked like. To begin the application, you just click on there. You need to decide what your business structure is going to be. Now, if you are starting as a sole proprietorship, you will click on sole proprietor. If you have a partnership or corporation, LLC, whatever it is, estate, trust, and so forth, you need to make sure that you have consulted with your attorney and you are clear on what your business structure is going to be. Now, most of the time, I encourage people, if they want to get started real quick, to go ahead and start a sole proprietor. You can set up a sole proprietorship EIN number and later change to an LLC or something else. And that's going to be up to you and your decision-making process working with your attorney and what's right for you. For this example, I'm just going to say sole proprietorship. Now, once you click on that, you need to determine, are you a sole proprietor in the sense of a business, or are you a household employer? This means it's someone who has household workers, um, like babysitters, nannies, au pairs, and so forth. I'm just going to go ahead and choose the sole proprietor. Now, here you're going to confirm your selection of sole proprietor, and you're going to read through this. And the business cannot be incorporated or registered with a state as a liability company. So this means that you're going to have to reset up a new EIN number when you do an LLC. This is just giving you the warning. For this, I'm just going to continue on with the authentication and say yes. And then I'm going to say I'm starting a new business, because all of these others are relevant to if you already have an EIN number. Once you've done that, you're going to put in your first name, your middle initial, your last name, if there's any suffixes, your social security number or your ITIN number. And you'll need to look that up if you don't know what an ITIN number is. And then you're going to choose, I am a sole proprietor or I am a third party applying for EIN for this sole proprietor. You are going to choose, I am the sole proprietor. You're going to continue. You're going to enter in the address that's going to be the official address for your business. Now, keep in mind, whatever number you put here will be made public. So if you don't want your home address put there, you're going to need to have some sort of PO box or something that you can put there for that. Sometimes, especially in states, they do require a physical location. And so you'll need to check with your states on that. You'll provide details about your business here. And then once you're done, you will receive your EIN confirmation number. So that is, in a nutshell, how to set up an EIN. It's extremely important that you have this employer ID number so that you can open bank accounts. And if you're going to hire employees and do other things like get a credit card in the business name and so forth, you need an employer ID number. It's free. I cannot stress enough. Do not pay anyone to set this up for you. Okay. I hope this was helpful. And by the way, if you're in this phase of starting your business and you're really needing more help than going it alone, I'd love for you to think about coming over and joining our Founder Circle. This is a group of people, it's aspiring entrepreneurs and current entrepreneurs that are working together, and we are helping each other to grow our businesses, start our businesses. This is a place for encouragement and motivation. And right now, we are in the process of starting out founding members of the Founder Circle. So if you'd like more information on that, check out our website at MaximumChange.com. Feel free to reach out to us. Please don't forget to smash that subscribe button and like and follow us with that bell icon so that you can get more cool content from me. And hopefully we'll get to work together through the Founder Circle. Hope you have a great day. Feel free to reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you. See you soon.
Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and follow us buttons.